Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel Held Dominance. Anthony here. Please remember to like and subscribe, and also click that notification bell if you enjoy what you're seeing and if you want to see more. Coming up, it's the Betfred Challenge Cup Round 1 as the community sides take to the field for a ranked place in the second round. Let's see how your team did. And that's where we kick off today, the Challenge Cup, as we look into the results and some of the scorers during the matches that were played from Friday up until Saturday, with one game left to be played today at 2 PM, and it's on the Our League app. So we begin with a quick look at Friday the 14th of January's fixture between Bridgend Blue Bulls and Royal Navy, and it was a one-sided affair, I'm afraid, for the Welsh side, as the Navy ran out 60 points to 0 victors. 2 tries apiece from Kilaviliame Dakuliga. Apologies if I got the name incorrect. 2 from Danny Johnson and 2 from Matt Gaskell set the Navy on their way, where Darren Bamford kicked 8 goals and scored a try himself. Royal St James took on the British Army and were 10-0 up, but only 6-0 up at half time after a penalty and a Sean Finlow try gave them the lead at half time. And then just in the second half, Oral winger Burns went over in the left corner for a spectacular try to make it 10 points to 0. And then the Army kicked into gear, as once they went over, Baines, Roach and Brown all scored tries, and Pickles kicked all 3 goals for the British Army. Tries from Ratu, George Denham, Luke Townsend and Eric Sims set the London Chargers to a 22 points to 16 victory over Ellenborough Rangers. You had Holborn, who scored twice, and Austell score for the Ellenborough Rangers. In a tri-fest game of the round, I'd say so far, as there's one game left to play, Edinburgh Eagles fought valiantly in a 24 points to 38 points defeat to the York Acorn. You'll have to forgive me for some of the pronunciations of the names here, as Tawe Anayawa Valola, Waibutu, Mare, Dakui Dreketi all scored for the Eagles, while Aquino, Robson, Speck, Garrington, Parker, Brown and Arthur all scored for the York Acorn. Another one-sided affair with the West Hull vs Upton game, as West Hull won 46 points to 6, with Lennox Green, Jack Lazenby scoring a hat-trick, Charlie Lum, Ryan Wilson, Will Garner and Ben Arbon all going over for tries. For West Hull, Thornhill Trojans faced the Royal Air Force in a 24 points to 6 victory for the Trojans. Tries from the Trojans come from Jamie Searby, Declan Kay, Liam Morley and Luke Hay, while Joe Gibson scored 4 conversions. The Featherstone Lions were comprehensively beaten by Humslet Club Parkside in this Challenge Cup League Round 1 game. West Warriors put their opponents Gerald Vikings to the sword with a 52 points to 10 victory in this Saturday game, where after this we saw Lee Miners Rangers face the Milford Marlins for an excellent game, 22 points to 20 in this close encounter. The Miners came back from 20 points to 6 down early in the second half to take the late win, with Tom Worthington kicking the vital goal to complete the turnaround for Lee Miners Rangers. In the game that's shown on the Sportsman YouTube channel, Rochdale Mayfield won 36 points to 22 against Andy Gregory's Wigan St Pat's led side. Sheridan, Higgs and Hartley all scored in the first half for Rochdale Mayfield, with Jonathan Brown and Jack Williams Sprott responding for Wigan St Pat's to make the score at half-time 24 points to 12. Liam Wiley scored the first try of the half for the Rochdale Mayfield side. Then Tyler Hyland and William Sprout again scored to get the scores closer together at 28 points to 22. A penalty for the Mayfield side extended the lead to 30 points to 22, and then Reece Hamlet completed the try scoring for the day to make it a scoreline of 36 points to 22 to end a brave St Pat's fight back. So the interest of the round for me was Galway Tribesmen's trip to Pilkington Rex, but due to League One Challenge Cup rules, the Galway Tribesmen were drawn in the Challenge Cup to be the home side, so they were at home at Pilkington Rex. Galway went down 10 points to 36 in the game, but showed some massive heart. It was Jordan Morris who went over the line in the first half for the first try of the game for Pilkington Rex. And then the second try came when Tula Drewbury scored for Pilkington Rex. But Galway came back in a great first half as Joseph McDonough went over after intercepting a loose pass and scoring. And then Barry Walsh extended the lead to extended the scoreline to 8 points to 6 for Galway for converting that. Ryan Guilfoyle took the half-time lead for Galway to 8 points to 10 after he ran the full length of the pitch to score. Walsh was unfortunate not to kick the extras on that front, but it was a shock. And could there be a shock on the cards for the Galway Tribesmen? They played a splendid first half. But Jordan Morris took a short ball in the 42nd minute to grab his second try of the game. And Kieran Napper scored to make it 14 points to 10 from the conversion. Ian Stanley gets his hands free and offloads to Carl Ingram to extend the lead to 18 points to 10. And Napper converting to make it 20 points to 10. And it was all going one way after this as Tom Connick, Owen Abel and Ian Stanley gets over to make it 36 points to 10 in the end for Pilkington Rex. Siddle, who are usually the focus of BBC Round 1 games, took on the Great British Police, and they convincingly won 28 points to 0 at their home stadium in Halifax. And finally, in the last contents of the round that we'll cover, Loch Lane took on Thatto Heath Crusaders and won a pulsating game, 18 points to 10, and they move on to the second round. So there you have it, the round one is almost complete as we're waiting for Bentley versus Stanley's result that kicks off at 2 PM today, an hour after this video should go live in the UK. It's almost a great round, but I'm going to leave you with this before we talk about the second round games. This is what's happened in 29 seconds during the Army's game against Orrell St James, which sums up Rugby League to a T. This happened in the first half when we see the Army has got the ball just in their own half, and Scott from dummy half goes on a run, beating the defence, and he sees that he's getting closed down, so he chips into the corner as it's on the last. And Orrell's winger, Burns, decides not to let the ball run out. He's not held there in the tackle. He's got past another two, and boom! The Army centre flattens him. That's our sport. And he gets up and just plays it. All the fun of the fair. If you've not seen Rugby League and not played it before, that just sums it up. Simple. Get up and play if you're not hurt. A big hit, take it on the chin, go again. Now, into those second round pairings. So now those Betfred second round ties updated. Ties will be played between January the 29th and 30th of 2022. And so far we have York Acorn versus West Warriors, Rochdale Hornets versus Midland Hurricanes in their first Challenge Cup game since their name changed, and it will be streamed on BBC Sport on the Sunday, the 30th of January, from 1 PM. Doncaster versus Thornhill Trojans. The Army's wing gets them a draw against the Royal Navy, and the Armed Forces battle towards the third round of the Cup. Oldham face non-league opposition when they play Lock Lane. Pilkington Rex versus Siddle. West Hull face Rochdale Mayfield. Hunslet Club Parkside face either of today's two Champions League Challenge Cup teams, Bentley or Stanningley. Hunslet versus Keighley Cougars. Lee Miners Rangers versus North Wales Crusaders. And West Wales Raiders face Swinton Lions in another all League One tie, where London Scholars face their local team London Chargers in the second round proper. And that's it for another episode, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for watching. Please remember to like, subscribe and share this video worldwide. Tell me if you went out to one of these local games. It'd be fantastic to hear your experiences, as it is a great event when it's played properly. Plus it's a community game. You're supporting your local lads. Anyway, comments to say who's going to win in the next round's fixtures. And I'm going to send my condolences out to the three teams that are not English based that went out in their first forays in the Challenge Cup. But Edinburgh Eagles, Galway Tribesmen, and also the Bridgend Blues Bulldogs. I can't remember. The Bridgend Blue Bulls. That's who it is. Commiserations on the results, but thank you for taking part and being part of this year's Challenge Cup. I do hope that we'll see you in the future, because you are the growth of Rugby League that Rugby League needs in the Northern Hemisphere. Don't know what happens next, but hopefully you'll be the part of it. Anyway, thank you for watching. Please remember to like, subscribe and share this video. Tag your friends in. Get the word out. We want to grow this sport. And as a side benefit, grow this channel. But in the meantime, stay safe, all the best, and I'll see you in the next episode.